Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty fun news over here for the next upcoming really big 2016. I think I probably said that wrong, but whatever. When it comes to the next upcoming big PlayStation 5 title for the upcoming year. And if you guys may have missed it, the State of Play just had a chance to showcase up some really cool, dope gameplay. I want to go talk about the fact of what's going on, these upgrades, and everything else that's been promised over here, because I think this is going to be looking really cool. And as I mentioned, if you guys haven't seen this, this is regards now to the brand new 007 game that I believe is made by the same people from the Hitman series. So if you guys are brand new, subscribe if you guys would like to, and as well, I appreciate you guys all so much for swinging on by, and let me know your thoughts as we both react to the gameplay itself, and of course, talk about these major big PS5 Pro improvements that will be coming to the game itself. Now, at least on the very first impression, as I saw this game, I don't know if you guys want a little bit of actual audio too as well, just very slowly, very casually out here as we do a little reaction Ruski 4. Just want to make sure it doesn't overpower me at all. But when it comes to this stuff, the game itself looked pretty cool. It was a dope looking game, had a lot of good graphics, and everything just seemed really, really nice. But when it comes to most of these games too, the PSSR and other integrations are going to be kind of hard to go and kind of just dive on into, mainly because it's a lot of textures, a lot of different various aspects. And of course, we don't really necessarily know how this is going to relate to the game itself as a whole. Mainly, we've seen a little bit of like, shimmering issues, loading issues, all of that. But from everything we've had promised so far, which I'm going to go read off for you guys, it seems like it's going to be some really big upgrades. So basically saying recently, IO Interactive, which if you guys don't know, made all the Hitman games and series and all of that, announced the 007 First Light, which is what we're watching over here in the background. It's on its own State of Play, was really cool. PlayStation looked really nice. There's a new James Bond game, which I also feel like when I was growing up, there was a lot of James Bond games out there, like GoldenEye, like some of the best games I've ever played. We used to have like the neighbors in my neighborhood show up and then basically just go and play the game with me split screen. Although I'll be honest with you guys, these people casually yapping is not making this video easy for me too. I'll be fully honest with you guys. I do not care about their wedding, do not care about them. Let's skip ahead a little bit more on the gameplay too, and let's go and showcase up some of the movement on the game, which will be a big PlayStation game, hence the State of Play. Plays a lot like Hitman. But anyway, so it will have a lot of big PS5 Pro enhancements for PlayStation fans to enjoy. Right now, the PlayStation Store makes no mention of it being a PS5 Pro enhanced version, which eliminates an aforementioned problem about poor communication involving the PS5 Pro games. However, though, IO Interactive and PlayStation did confirm via the latter's official website that there is going to be extra stuff for PS5 owners for the game itself. And this is why we we like these PS5 Pro improvements, we like these games looking nicer, we like the AI, like the PSSR being integrated. And things like reflection, shadows, things like, even cutscenes and optimizations for this all is what we want. Now, the game itself, though, had its own little mini problems. Because I did go and see a few little animation hiccups or whatever, but the game itself still has a lot of time to go and cook. This is just the first showcase of it, and it should be all around fine. Like, it just gives me a lot of Hitman, like, vibes. A very, very large amount of Hitman vibes. Go explore the world, explore the environment, do different routes throughout the gameplay for it, which I think is the best type of vibe you could possibly have for a 007 game. And it just looks nice, seems good, and the UI seems cool. I don't know. Anyway, these people are talking so much throughout the game, which just makes sense for a game. For a video, it's a little harder. So they said IO Interactive promises optimize console performance, which is a bare minimum. I would expect most games to run better on a PS5 Pro. But this will also include 60 FPS, not just in performance mode, but also in quality mode too as well. So basically trying to make sure all these games are always being bolstered on up and having good graphics and a good gameplay experience for everyone as well. So this will apparently not be an option in the regular PS5 with, the advanced ray tracing, because they don't have the power, the CPU, the GPU, the ray tracing, all that capabilities for it too as well, with, other various things like, like we even mentioned, shadows, high quality global illumination. All this is not available on the baseline PS5, but for the actual normal one too as well, will be better, because, for the PS5 Pro will be better because we have all these extra options. And as well, Sony promises some usage of this console's PSSR, which will help maximize the resolution and increase it as well. Better frame rates, better smoothness, the game looks better, better shadows. And as you guys are seeing some of the gameplay in the game itself, this is what we want. As games evolve, as they get better, we want to go and see better environments, make the character models look nicer, have everything load faster, even with the SSDs, and just have nice shadow effects and just make everything look good. Like, we want to have a good gameplay experience, and utilizing stuff like AI to fill in these filler blanks is exactly what we need, exactly what we want. So So seeing this all, this was a win. And even looking at my first impressions on the game, it does seem a little slower maybe, or a little bit more bulkier maybe than in comparison to say the Hitman series. Hitman is a little goofy, as is like you're throwing briefcases and doing crazy outfits and stuff. It's one of my more favorite game series, and I can't wait for the next one. But as I mentioned, the same game company is making this game itself. So it's going to be very similar to the Hitman series. You guys can see there's different options, like turning on, say, water, or going in strutting guards, or you'll maybe see jumping through windows, getting keys. And this looks like a cool game experience just on my own reaction of it all. I'm very hyped up for it. And of course, as I mentioned, with all these various PS Pro updates, this is like what we need. Because as these games are getting this weird, awkward, like getting slightly outdated for the PS5, not really, but kind of, think like 60 FPS, 4K, or even higher hertz. Like, we do need to have that slight little baby bump with the better GPU, better CPU, and the, PSSR. So this is one of those games I think will fully take advantage of it all. Now, would I rather play this game on PC? Honestly, maybe. But as consoles are also getting more optimized, and although the price increases do stink, it is still something nice. So saying these upgrades are nothing super crazy, at least from what we have planned so far, but the game itself is not even close to coming out yet, to be maybe more one of the major titles of 2026. And as well, there's a good chance that PS5 Pro users are going to get even more than just better graphics and better PSSR and better, more stable frame rates, but still, it's something cool to go and see as well. There is also even upgrades too on the Xbox normal release, although not as drastic and nice. And of course, this looks very, very cool. So we've had a lot of comments on this so far, and a lot of improvements for it too as well. And most people are like thinking like this is going to be a fun game. So I want to kind of hear your thoughts as we've gone throughout this video, especially in the gameplay itself, if this is something you guys are interested in picking up on or want to go and buy itself. I like these games, as I've mentioned, and I do think there is some good potential. Although we still have to see like this next big graphical crazy jump, and I've mentioned this many times. Maybe we'll finally go and see this with Ghost of Tai. We have not had a chance to see a first-party title from PlayStation utilize the PSSR yet. Now, they may have done it on prior games, so think like a Horizon, God of War, like that's their PS5 Pro enhancement, Spider-Man. But I want to see a game that has been fully made from these games too. And of course, they had the little funny, cute dialogues over too as well. And they're like, okay, sure. It's like something people were going viral for, appreciating that. Instead of it being a Hitman where everyone's like, what the heck? Like you kind of try to smooth talk them, which might be a little bit more 007 James Bondy vibes, but we can see. But anyway, when it comes to all this type of stuff for the games, I still have not seen that first party game, which hopefully Ghost of Tai will happen. I want to see a game that was built specifically for the PS5 Pro that will make the PSSR better. And I think something like Ghost of Tai with all the overall environments, flower effects, big open world, and even shadow effects, lighting effects, night and day cycles, will be able to go make those games look better. Even for this example too, you guys can see a lot of different types of various lighting effects, like these candles on these corners and these doors, even right there, as you walk through these rooms. And this is how I imagine a next-gen title should have always been. Very decorative environments, worlds, everything seems like it's filled. People everywhere, lots and lots, like look, hundreds of different characters all on the floor. And this is what I want people to utilize the PS5 Pro for. If you can use this PSSR to take all this like attention away, like to let the game actually code and like have people, have AI moving around these maps. And that's something that the Hitman series did phenomenally, is you have all these micro like things being planned throughout the entire map, because it's a smaller map environment compared to open world. And I think this is what games really should be focusing on. So if you give me one really good environmental map and make the game fun, replayable, this is what I like, at least in my own personal opinions. So all of you guys don't mind me talk about this too, in the mixture of the PlayStation consoles. So this is where like I think the PlayStation shines. Now throughout the game though, I did see a few little small issues. This is still early. This is like just for showcase. That will be way more ironed out, and what they've already showed already so far looks phenomenal. But there was a few little animation glitches. The AI was very, very lackluster, most likely because it's a state of play. They want to make sure it goes seamless. The tension seems very low, but there is a lot of small things with it. But this is something we want to keep on expecting, like the PSSR, PS5 Pro blowing us away, utilizing this for the future games and making things a little bit more special. This is what I'm looking for, and I hope a lot of you guys are doing that same exact mindset as well. So overall, the game seems really cool. I'm excited to play it. I think the PS5 Pro is still getting good improvements, and I'm really curious to see what the AMD AI integration that they've worked with in combination with PlayStation is going to go make happen, and what's going to turn into. Is it going to be something special or something different? I would love to know. But either way, this was a really cool showcase to kind of show off some of the power of the upcoming PS5 Pro and how the games can look, and I would love to hear your thoughts on all this down below. So subscribe if you guys are new, leave a like if you guys want. Start this video a little bit more on the wonky side, because the dialogue was a little harder with other people talking in the background. These types of games are rough on that one, and I just do appreciate you guys all so much for watching here. In the first place, check out the full state of play if you guys would like. I just think the game looks cool. So yeah, thumbs up, enjoy your Sundays, and I'll talk to you guys all soon.